consequences.
So, I got kicked off live stream somehow. That's fun.
What do you mean?
Do not know how that happened.
Consequences.
That's
the princess
great.
killed us, and now
Absolutely
everyone's
love
right
that
back where
happened.
they started.
Thank you, game.
That sounds pretty
Thank you,
consequence-free to me.
Live stream should be back up, though.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question
that
of
was
how
absolutely
we got
wonderful.
back here.
I hate
Did
that
time
happened.
simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Hilarious. You can't see my mouse right
if
now.
It's the latter,
I can see my mouse.
What do you think happened
so
after
this
you
thing
died?
is broken. That's great.
Do you think
I
the
had to
people
fix
there
it,
lived
and then it
happily
apparently
ever
kicked me
after?
off the live stream
Or
to fix it.
do you think that the
go
princess,
figure.
left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
This makes me so mad that happened, because I was like, I had it
If she
open,
ended the
it
entire
was
world,
up, it was
why
going.
should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains, and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Yeah, narrator, you're an ass in general. So what was he saying? Yeah, the minute I click, I lose my mouse, and you can suddenly see my mouse. So that's slightly annoying. Let's see. Okay, so what was happening, because I got distracted by the fact that the stream decided it wanted to end, even though I didn't tell it to end. So that was great. Let's see. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? She broke every bone in her body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. Okay, well, we already know he's lying about she being just a princess. Princess killed us, and now everyone's back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. In the end, if she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just wake up in that cabin, break her chains, and let her do whatever she wants. It's the same in the end. Huh. Okay. Okay, good. I can't use this. Let's see. I'm gonna real quick look at my settings because I want to see what keyboard controls I have. Does it tell me what keyboard controls I have? Nope. Okay. And this will probably work better if I have a note screen instead of full screen. And I can just hit this button. Okay, there we go. That's gonna save me some problems. I'm mildly annoyed because now I have this stupid window screen thing up the top, but you know, whatever. C'est la vie, I suppose. But I don't like how that looks. Okay, so full screen it is, and then I just gotta deal with the fact that I can't see my mouse. Awesome. That is fun. I just like that. This makes me not want to play this game going forward, because it has issues, but I like it too much. Let's talk
Just
about this
be quick
princess.
about it.
Okay. Sure, be quick about it. See, how can I make sure that doesn't... All she did last time was beat me to death. To quote you from last time, she's just a princess. Why was she brought... There, we'll
She
do that one.
is just a princess.
Shoot!
What do you think happened to you last time? Just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
I like the broken.
You're being annoying.
Oh, Hero does
just
not like
ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Sure. Okay. You're asking me to ignore their bickering. Okay. Who locked her in the basement? Yeah,
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go to what aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate.
I think this is all stuff
I've already done. Very simple situation and make your job more difficult. I've already had this question,
but the broken's not been a part of it.
The less you know about her, the better.
So I'm curious if the broken has anything additional to say. Nope. Okay. I think these questions I've already asked before, so I don't
Great.
feel like asking
Now,
them.
if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting
So-
with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let's go see what the tower is. If I can get my thing to select what I'm wanting it to. I have to like glance over
warning.
to my mouse.
Before you go any further, she will lie,
Yeah.
she will cheat, and she
The
will
same
do everything
thing you
in
tell
her
me
power to stop
every
you
single
from
time.
slaying her. Don't
Dude,
believe a word she says.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lying?
okay.
Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us.
Well, she really didn't need to do anything like that last
At least
time. She
one
did
of you
catch
still
me
has a
off guard.
shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Okay, everyone dislikes the broken. That's actually mean, to be honest.
If that's
I
what
like
you
the
want,
broken.
I guess I don't have a say here.
Oh no, you have a say, but we have to continue. I'm also curious as to how this cabin looks different from the others.
The interior of the cabin is
this
larger
is
and more
huge.
grandiose than its...
I did not mean to hit that button. Ooh, controls. There's my controls. Okay, Shift A opens the accessibility. Enter advances dialogue and activates the interface. Space advances dialogue without selecting choices. Arrow keys navigates. I can say words. The interface. Tab control skips dialogue. T, F5 quick save, F9, H hides the user interface, S takes screenshot, V toggles assistance. Oh, so J is history, arrow keys, escape from game menu, auto advancing dialogue, J is history, and skip is skip is tab or control. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So you say.
Why do we feel so small?
Because we are suddenly
we
very
don't
small.
feel small. We are small.
Yeah, very, very small. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
There's
There
nothing.
isn't much to see here.
Yep, that's usually what he says every single
What are
time.
you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of
It's
grime.
interesting that they reference always the layer of
You
grime.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how
I
ridiculous
love
you
the
look.
music here. This is cool.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay, that's an interesting phrasing. This whole cabinet is different than
Maybe
last
that's
time.
because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life.
It is a very
nonsense.
different
You haven't
cabin.
died, and you certainly haven't
It
been killed
sounds
by
so
poisons.
epic, too. Did I even have the blade last time I was here? Do I take the blade this time? Do I take the blade? I mean, she... Oh gosh, okay. You know, I can't remember if I stabbed her last time before she beat the ever-living shit out of me. I think I did. So I'm gonna take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm gonna take it this time just to see. Okay, enter the basement. Oh, I love the stone creaking door. That's pretty nice.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase.
Okay.
Its steps
Not the
almost as
first.
deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below.
Almost as deep as
For
you
a
are
moment,
tall. That's
You almost feel at ease.
interesting.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Is she a
It's
dragon?
still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
If she's been made into a dragon, I'm gonna.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
I'm gonna.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay, I like
You
that
weren't
voice.
kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last
She really
time.
wasn't like this last time.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Okay, Broken,
Should
chill.
we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want
That's
to
also
go
true.
there.
That's a little bit odd.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the
Oh,
decisions.
narrator, shut the hell up.
Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
I do like that they reference the locking room. Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort.
Yeah.
Every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
That would be very
But
tiring
soon the
to
end
do,
comes into
actually.
view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Wait, is she a deity this time?
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the
Oh.
weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long
Oh.
hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the
Oh.
far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me.
And we
I
actually get
wonder what he
references to
wants.
bird in this one. That's nice.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
So yeah, I did take that knife last time. Okay.
Drop it.
You know what? I'm gonna
The
drop
blade
it.
slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly
Yeah, I'm gonna
to
drop
the
it.
floor.
Nope.
We didn't have to do that.
We really didn't, but no.
Yet you did. She's so much more.
She is. I'm not sure how I feel about
Understand what it
this.
feels
I'm
like
not
to be
sure
in
what
her
type of
presence.
other personality
I
I'm
understand
making.
what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Okay. Yeah, no, Neil.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully
I'm
connecting
sorry.
with hard stone.
I know. Yeah. she
That's
rules.
my good little bird. Now,
Oh,
why
I
don't we
like.
talk?
I like.
The
Yeah.
last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world.
Mhm.
That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Okay, did I make her the world
I
ending?
could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Okay.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
Well,
And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
I'm sorry, say what?
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
I made a god.
Well, that
Okay.
gives away the game, doesn't it?
Okay.
It certainly does. And beyond that,
Oh.
more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy
narrator,
her, but
you're
what's done is
terrible.
done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
I've not learned a single lesson this entire time. I've done this 3 times
You are the
now.
only one who can deal with her. And if
So
you
no,
don't,
that lesson's not been learned.
well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable.
I like
Aren't
the
you feeling
broken.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly
Excuse me.
wrong, is he?
It is like sneezy
What are we
weather
supposed to
right
do
now.
to stop her?
Ring. And things keep
First
growing.
things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away.
I don't
and
think-
commit yourself to what needs
I don't
to
think
be
I
done.
can get rid of the broken. I like him too much.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to
I
everyone
like the broken
now.
too much.
And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off.
I'm gonna
Can't
need
win
this
a battle that
entire
you've already lost in your
set
mind.
in an audio track without my voice. Just from like another non-narrated playthrough. Oh gosh, I'm gonna sneeze again, I swear. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide anything. What happened after... I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new... Can't let you do that. I'm used to command. Pledge yourself to her. Well, that just seems like danger. I ask the questions.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Okay, demonic. Crazy.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill. If you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal.
I do not quite like that I have done the adversary and
worthy to
moment
be
of clarity,
kept.
and now I have this.
A
This makes me a little
priest,
concerned for how the end game is going to
perhaps.
work. Because I don't know what making this princess is going to do. There's an empty place inside for you to fill. Like, I don't know how this ends. I just know that you create, basically, you and she are like two halves of a deity, essentially. That's the only thing I've got out of this before. It's a very rough from seeing other people play it, but I did not pay attention to how that worked, so I don't know how this is going to work, but I am very afraid. It is a place of something worthy to be kept, a priest perhaps, or a pet. Okay, explore.
This isn't about desire.
Okay, not about desire.
This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I like how they also describe this as a temple, so this really hammers home that this princess is a deity. You created a god. What would you have me do when you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Well, shit, so if you're so powerful, why can't you just
Don't
make
be
the change
rude.
yourself?
Of course she can.
Well, then let her.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
Precisely, not rude. Hero's got them right
That's
there.
exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Oh, okay, broken.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Okay.
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all.
I mean, that is also
It's
true.
not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
So I went with...
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Okay, chill
The
for a second.
song of you
Okay.
being so struck by my glory,
Okay.
so overwhelmed by what I am, that
can you
feel you must
pause?
deliver me into the world.
Can we
And
pause?
from your act
No, we're
of
just gonna
utter
keep
devotion
monologuing.
and
Okay,
submission
okay.
springs a new dawn.
Sure.
A better dawn.
Okay.
Submit now. Submit later. It makes no
Okay.
difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Okay, you're creepy. I forgot what I was gonna say. She just kind of blasted my brain, and now I'm not sure what I was thinking. Oh, now I remember what I was thinking. I remember with the adversary, I went with the stubborn. Like, he said, go with, do this, and so I ended it there. I didn't really go against it and make it transition to a third thing. I think I'm gonna go with the broken and just go, I'm yours to command in this case.
Your will was so easily broken.
I mean, the broken was so
That
easily
magnificent.
broken.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
I like the broken.
If this is what you want,
Oh,
then
wow.
I guess there's not much else for me to say.
That is an angle. That is definitely
You can't
an
just
angle.
give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
That is definitely an angle. Okay.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of
Okay.
you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
What?
Is that a person? No. It used to be a person.
What is
It's
this?
something different now. An echo.
Okay.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
The narrator.
You're
Yeah.
a small one, aren't you?
Oh, this is
A
interesting.
shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Oh!
No.
Yeah,
What are you
narrator.
talking about? I'm just...
Narrator.
I don't care what you are.
An echo
You're
of what
mine.
you used to be. Yep.
Rise, my little
Oh my
bird.
gosh, you ate narrator?
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
Oh, that's interesting. I like
All we
that.
need to do is believe it's been done.
Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh, the fact that narrator just gets swallowed. I mean, I hate him, but... Oh. Oh. What just happened? I said I was gonna commit. I'm gonna commit, but oh.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is
He
loose,
sounds...
and the end is upon us.
He sounds so...
What a good disciple you are. Come,
That shot!
it's time for us to leave.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Pledge your loyalty to your obedient servant. Well, damn. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Where
did she go?
What the
Should
hell
we
is
try
that?
and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, why are you freaking out? You were okay last time. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. Here,
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Oh, it's okay. It's going to be okay.
I don't want to look at us.
I don't want to look at us. I like how it makes it very clear you are the one that is like broken in pieces. It's not the end. Whatever on the other side is going to be nice. Oh, there's feathers there. I never noticed the feathers there. Were there always feathers there? It's not the end.
Okay. If you say
Yeah, we're
so.
gonna go with it's not the end. I didn't realize there were
trust
feathers there. Have there always
A
been
mercy.
feathers there? A mercy. Approach the mirror. Okay, you approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. This is the first time I've actually gotten the decay achievement, so this is the furthest officially I have gone in this game. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin. Approach her. She's towering above the cabin. Oh,
I
wow.
am a growing chorus of contradiction. A
Okay.
mass of tides ebbing and flowing
She
all at
is
once
literally
in more
just ahead.
directions than
That's
my attention
fascinating.
can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new.
And to look
And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Okay.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Okay. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Okay. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit.
Oh, that's...
Even
that...
if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
That's an interesting phrase. As if I've been ignoring the fragmented pieces. At least one of us always hurts the other. Okay. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance. a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
I'm not surprised at that. Doesn't that make you worse? So it doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse.
Interesting.
Nor does it make me care for you any less.
This is the part where it's
Does
like,
it
this
make
is the
you
love
worse?
story. Because you are
Do you resent
crafting
me?
your other half, essentially. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. I'm gonna go with this one.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Interesting. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen,
Interesting.
just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
So basically,
Perhaps
she's
this will
focused
change
on
when our
herself,
work is done.
unless the part, the bird, you are here, which is another interesting thought to realize. We figured out what you want when we've finished. There we go.
The
we'll go that one.
desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves.
That's what I was afraid of.
But none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
Well, that's slightly better, but I'm still
I
concerned
yearn
about
for
that.
what I have always yearned for. Our
I love the way
awakening.
the music is going, though.
Other desires shake
Our
in the light of
awakening.
knowing you and knowing me.
That's interesting. The fact that she's phrasing it as our awakening. Destroy your body, attack the entity. I think I'm gonna say I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
So there is at least one more that I have to get. Everything goes dark and you die. I thought it was 3, but so I brought the tower to her. So that was the tower. That was
You're on a path
Okay.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is...
Okay, so this is skipped. Okay, let's see. Anything else I want to do here? We'll do this.
Yes, but you'll have to slay...
Okay, you have to slay her to get it. Okay. You know what, we're just gonna go gung-ho slaying. Can you tell me what the prize
It's a
is?
secret, but I think you'll like it.
Okay.
It's a special reward.
I've already asked this before, so I'm just gonna skip through it. Okay. Sweet. I've always wanted to offer Mama Viva la Revolution. Let's do this
That's
one.
the spirit.
Yeah. We're just gonna do this one. Because...
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Okay. Let's see. Proceed to the cabin. Do I take the blade or leave the blade
The
this
interior
time?
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is
It's the same every time. I think... Yeah, I'm not gonna take the blade this time. We'll do another no-take blade, Bren.
The door to the basement creaks.
It's a J. It shows me history. Okay, so more tentative. Hypnotizing. Interesting. Okay. Continue down the
Good.
stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but
Okay.
you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
I don't think I am going to be able to, but... Hypnotizing.
You walk
That's
down
a
the
phrase
stairs and
that's
lock
not been
eyes
used
with the
yet.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this
So
be
I
a
broke
threat
the
to
narrator
anyone?
in the moment of clarity. In
I
the
am
tower, the
begging you
narrator
to
gets
stay
literally
focused.
subsumed.
There's a lot riding on you here.
Which is interesting. That's 2.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You know, this is interesting. we're just gonna go straight for it. Yeah.
You're only making this more difficult.
Oh, shush, narrator. This is a different life.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
also
you.
an option I've never done before, so...
You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, shush.
No, you're doing the right thing.
See, Hero's on board. That's the
Walk up
important
to
part.
the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Okay.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Of course I don't have the key. There's a knife.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Doubtful.
That's
Whoever locked the princess away
an
down here
option,
intended
but
for her to never see
we
the
know
light
it's not
of
a
day.
truth, so that's
They
not going
wouldn't
to be
have
an
just
option. I mean,
left
but
the
it's
key
a-
to her
it's a
chain
thought.
somewhere in the cabin.
Can't escape the thought, can you? Let's see, somewhere in the cabin. And if there isn't a key, do you have any? I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying. If not, there we go. We'll
Okay.
do that.
I'll be here. Good luck.
Well, at least she's nice.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Shut. You hear a click.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh, narrator, you're terrible.
Is someone else here?
Love you and hate you. Let's see. Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay, so that's not changed. Okay.
Your shouts and pleas are met
This one's
with
new.
silence.
Okay.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay. Pity that. Okay, we turn down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
I know. Shut up.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Oh,
Look
shush.
at the mess you're in.
You're the one who's in a mess. Okay?
I heard the door slam.
They locked you
They
down.
locked you down here too, didn't they?
Who's they? That's the thing I've not
There's a
figured
slight
out.
panic rising in the princess's
Don't
voice.
know who's they in this case.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
And that's also good phrasing.
She barely hesitates before
Oh,
raising
yeah.
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with
That's
the determination of a trapped
disgusting.
wolf.
That's very
As she
disgusting.
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Oh, is that the knife?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Oh.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, this is an interesting conundrum. Save the princess, slay the princess. You might know I catch Tiger by the toe. She always makes $50 every day. My mother says to pick the very best one, and that is don't get you drink the bottle, spill the nice thing. She's dirty. She's clean just because she gets to go behind the magazine. We're saving.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against
I like
the
how she's got
ragged,
blood on her face, though.
self-inflicted
That's
wound
nice.
on the princess's arm, just
I
above
like
the
also how the
unyielding
music
chain binding her to this
Makes
place.
horrible noises too.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Okay. Okay.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Oh, okay.
She didn't
we're
so
doing
much as
this?
utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, that's the creepy part. The fact that she
No.
doesn't seem to
She didn't.
notice.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Okay.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
She really doesn't seem to be, and that's the creepy
Thank
part.
you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, approach the lock.
No,
That's the only option
We
I get.
won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No,
Oh.
I can't just let her escape into the world.
Okay, narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Interesting.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Okay. Okay, so he's taking control.
Watch me.
Narrator's taking control
What are you doing?
and is going to kill her. Got it. It's just all a bunch of slay the princess. Nope, we're gonna go with narrator.
No going back now. I'm with you to the end.
We're just gonna go with narrator. Kill her. No.
You bring the blade down to strike.
I went with
Princess's
every
heart.
other echo and broken fragment.
But she's fast. She
of-
ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her
of them.
backside.
Why not go
Slaying
with
her
narrator
won't
this
be
time?
easy now that she's free.
Go, narrator's fine.
We
That's
could have
fair.
gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
No.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need
That's so
both of my
unlikely.
arms to do that?
Creepy shape.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Oh. Okay.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs,
Animal
aiming
ferocity, that
directly
one's
for the
new.
heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Okay.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as
So
your blood
this is
pools
what,
on the ground
the-
beneath you.
The werewolf
She stares down
princess?
at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness.
Because they're
Dress
in the trailer,
stained
you
in
see
red,
a more
as her
bestial
blood and
version of
yours
her.
both seep into the fabric.
So I wonder if that's this one.
If we're lucky, the wound you
More
managed to
bestial
inflict
version
will be enough
of
to
her.
at least delay her escape from this place.
Because that
If
would
we're
be.
very lucky,
That's
it
one
will
I've
kill
actually
her
wanted to
before she
see
can reach the outside world.
ever
Can't
since I
just
saw the trailer.
end like this.
The Adversary was
Right.
one I wanted to see.
As much as I'd
and
prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the
werewolf
reality of what's
looking
happened.
one, the more
I'm sorry, but it's over.
creature one is one
Everything
I've
goes
wanted
dark,
to see.
and you die.
Those are like two that ever since the trailer I really wanted to see. So the witch.
You're on a path
Okay,
in the woods, and at the end of that path
that's new.
is a cabin,
So who's my
and in
who's
the
my
basement of that
brain
cabin
friend?
is a princess.
Who's my brain
You're
friend for
here
this
to
one?
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so who's my brain friend for this one? Terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, this isn't stuff yet. Okay, no. Yeah, we're gonna go.
Don't
Okay,
you
no.
start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at
Grandstanding
risk
about
right
morals,
now.
really.
The life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Crazy.
If he doesn't
Crazy,
remember what
crazy.
happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our
Opportunist.
chest,
Okay, so
and
this
I'm
is
not sure we can
opportunist.
trust him.
That's fun.
You
Opportunist
know I
is
can hear you,
interesting.
right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Yeah, because he's us.
Did
In
I
a way.
say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably
Slip
head
of the-
over to
bit of the old
fair and
brain
slay
fog.
that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's
my
get on with the
gosh.
show.
Can't trust the princess. Yeah. No, we already know we can't trust her. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. All this really happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother to do
Those are two
anything?
very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's the same indulgence,
Let's
but I
say
just
for a
wanted to see what
moment that really
opportunist
is the
says.
set time of me, or at least
Because
a
there's
version.
usually something else that, like, the opportunist wants to say.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to me.
Okay. Cool.
We were just
Same.
weighing our
Oh,
options in
here
a
we go.
morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options.
Yeah. No, there's opportunist. Okay, that makes sense.
I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Oh, narrator. I love and hate
And I believe
narrator
your other
'cause
question was
he's
something
the
along
one
the
with
lines
all
of,
the secrets.
"Oh, what's the point of doing anything?" If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that you're What do you mean?
Yes.
Of course there weren't any consequences.
We were killed.
We
Now,
were killed by the
yeah,
prince.
it's consequence
Yes,
free.
but in this
Okay.
purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here.
Time simply.
Did time, if it's the latter, what do you think the people there lived happily ever after? That's
Okay,
a very
here we
good
go.
point.
That's
This
a good point.
princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
What is going on with opportunists? You just bouncing around.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you?
Yeah, little thick. Little
Laying
thick.
it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions.
Okay. You just kind of
matters
go with
is that
anyone.
almost
Okay.
everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point.
Yeah.
You can trust us to get the job done.
Oh, you are such a lying liar that lies. Proceed to the cabin. What's the cabin look like this time?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Okay.
The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about?
Yep. Okay, wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against
It's
the cabin.
habit at this point to
I hope
do
you
that.
know how ridiculous you look right now.
I think I'm gonna take the blade.
You take
just
the
as a
blade
safety
from the
measure.
shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and well, if we're grabbing a weapon,
Yeah.
we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have
So that's a good point. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll hide the
That's
weapon.
not actually a bad idea.
That is a good point. We'll do this.
Very different.
This same as this.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually.
Yeah.
So focus up.
Okay. Alright, so that's the same.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that
Okay,
hang
so this
like
is
locks
into
of
the
tangled
earth
hair.
and into the dirt. And this is titled The Witch.
The weak starlight from the cabin
Interesting.
windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, I know.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters. Okay, that's a fun phrasing.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down.
That is
Don't
a
be
way to
scared.
talk there.
I probably won't bite.
Okay, this is definitely the say nothing.
Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home.
She really is
I
laying
know
on
who
thick,
you
isn't
are,
she?
and I
Okay.
remember what you've done.
Okay, well, you
See?
know,
She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying?
believe what we've been saying. Yeah, come on.
Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy.
Uh-huh.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and
There's
end
no
the world.
reasoning. Okay.
There's no reasoning with what she is.
I think I may have made a very
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud.
scuffed partner.
I'm the kind of
By
person who likes a
accident.
discussion.
By making
Don't
all
we
the
want
wrong
to hear
decisions.
what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Okay.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Yep, I agree with that. What's
You
the point?
need to stop lingering. Your task is to
I like how
slay
the narrator's
princess,
just like, okay,
not
I'm getting
endlessly
annoyed
debate
with
about
this
what
now.
to do with the
You
princess.
guys are terrible.
Fine,
Shut up and keep
fine.
moving.
You're the boss.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. You descend
Yep,
the basement
here is
steps,
the key
entering
wolf
the dark
thing.
room below.
I like
You can
this-
just
this
make
one.
out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled
How she
against the far
looks.
wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Okay.
And there you are. One hand tucked away
She looks like a
behind your
cat,
back,
whereas
gripping
you are a
that
bird, and
sharp,
that's
sharp
terrible.
blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
How would she know that, right?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
Oh.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back
Oh,
in
and
the
now
woods
you
really
realize.
was
Of
true.
course, you always do. Takes you until she talks.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Opportunist is
Call it deductive
sarcastic.
reasoning.
Like it.
Well, you seem to be great at it.
Oh, he is
So,
sassy.
you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
That's interesting. I think you said
You
that
fought
before,
us on it
but
back
I
in the
didn't
woods.
register the words. You fought us on it back in the
That
woods.
was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine.
And this perspectives again. It brings
I'm
up the
just glad
perspectives
we could put
point.
all this behind us.
Perspectives keep
Is it
coming
all
back.
behind us?
It's
Just focus on the task at hand.
just a lot
I
of
don't
talking
care
here.
if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now.
It's not your
so
world,
I'd
though.
appreciate
It's
it
all
if
the
you would
worlds.
take this
I might-
seriously and slay her.
Yes. You want me to slay her? I
Let's
did it.
chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
There is no middle ground.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult
Opportunist
than they
wants me
have
to
to
talk
be.
to her, so maybe I'll just lean on that.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of internal dialogue going on here. Blade isn't for you, or not for killing. You gotta swim here. Let's see. I made a mistake.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Okay.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
Yeah. No. That's...
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
That... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Since you're not happy with me...
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Wow, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Can't you get out of those? This change didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to help me and stab me in the back if I help you out of here? There's clearly some broken trust. Give her the blade. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. I don't know. Can't you get out of this chance on your own?
Of course. They're nothing to me.
Okay.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Okay.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
I just like that face. And it's
A
her
woman
hand
after my own
drops
heart,
off.
really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Yeah, no duh.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop
Except
her.
she can't find a way out, narrator. You... Okay, let's leave. I don't really want to hurt you. Okay. Leave her in the basement. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. I don't care for how you treated me last time, and I don't think you might... And let's slay the princess, and then just slay the princess. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit on a limb here and give her the blade.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should
Of course,
put this
opportunist
to a
doesn't
vote. The
like
blade
it,
is one
but...
of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I.
Yeah.
I,
Abstain.
Abstain? You
Gosh.
abstain. She's going to kill
Oh
us
geez.
if we give
I hope
it to
you're
her.
okay with after the tornado. Tornadoes are absolutely my nightmare fuel, so... let's see. This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade. Yeah, no.
You're going to get everyone killed. You
No,
know that,
I'm gonna
right?
get everyone killed. I don't care.
But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet.
Yep. Yep.
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
No, we're gonna earn some back some trust.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're gonna
She
earn back
creeps
some
forward,
trust.
taking one cautious step at a time until you and she
I
are
like
face
this
to
princess
face.
too much to end it this
What
quickly.
do you think happens now?
Well, now you either kill me. I chose last time and I regret it, so it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make it change, we'll probably kill each other forever. You want that? I don't. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. You're like someone I know. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Remain silent. Yeah.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
I made a mistake. I regret it.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
No, this is actually what's going.
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Yeah.
What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you.
Yeah, no, I knew she was
this
gonna
is
do
what she
that,
was going to
but
do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but it's not. I still had to.
I did it. I got you. You.
And she regrets.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern.
Yep,
Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
that's what I was expecting.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
She didn't.
But you don't have the
want
strength to
do
respond,
that.
nor do you have the
Not
time.
really.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yep. That okay. I like that. The Thorn. Past life gamut. Hand your power to a suspicious character. Okay, interesting.
You're on a path in the woods. She stabbed us.
They cheated.
Stabbed us. Of course she
Nice.
stabbed us. We gave her the
I like
blade,
that.
which,
Interrupting.
I might
She
add,
stabbed
I
us.
voted
Yes.
against. But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
Yep.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right?
We're back
We're
here.
back here, which means that everything's fine,
We're
or
fine adjacent.
fine
yeah.
adjacent.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change.
Oh
Maybe
man.
that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things.
Man, oh man. I liked that she did coming in.
You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
I also like how the forest looks this time.
Give
It's
what another try
so
exactly?
barren.
You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
It's so barren. Interesting.
Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
And that's a good point too, because he's the one who turned
Great.
us against
So
each
you've
other
obviously
first, so-
been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice.
Actually.
Yep. I like
Sure.
that.
Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned.
Okay.
You already know about the princess,
this
and
is an
clearly
interesting
you already
turn.
know that she's dangerous. So
I
don't
like
muck
this.
this up.
I
It's
like
bad
this
enough
turn.
that this isn't your first time through.
Yes, I know. Let's see. This place is different. It keeps changing. We're going to free her. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin. I don't planning on freeing her after she stabbed me. Let's see. We're gonna do that.
Wonderful. If the woods
Since
themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously.
Interesting.
It
Okay.
would mean your grip on things is slipping, which in
Your
turn
grip
likely
on
means her
things.
influence is spreading.
That's a phrasing. So meaning the
Someone's
cabin
in
in the
the
woods is you, which does
I've had enough of
track
these annoying
with
little secrets.
narrator technically
If you
being
want us
a
to do
portion
this,
of
you have to let us in on your game already. All of
because
your game.
you're shattered.
I've already said too much. The more
You're
information
very
you have,
clearly
the more
shattered
difficult
when you
your
start,
task
because there's
will
two
be.
voices
Don't
in your
listen
head.
to her.
It's not just
Definitely
you,
don't
it's
free
you
her,
and two
and if you
voices.
can,
So,
don't even think about her.
You're very shattered from the beginning in this, which is it's interesting. Let's see.
Yes. Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room.
Oh, opportunist, you're an ass.
I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions.
There's
There's
layers.
layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan.
Yeah, okay, layers. That's
Trust
nice.
in what plan?
I
The
like that.
decider's plan. Sure, we don't know
Okay,
what
we're
the
the
plan
decider
is yet,
now,
but
that's
part
fun.
of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself. Sure,
Okay.
we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest.
Yes and no. I'm gonna continue with that as a yes
If I
and
were
a
you,
no.
I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous
This
she
is
is.
a lot of talking.
You should know that someone like her
I
shouldn't
forgot
be
how
let
much
loose
talking
upon
is
the
in this
world.
game. And I don't want to be silent for like the whole thing as I listen and just listen. Screw the cabin. What happens if we just leave? Seems like all our answers in the cabin. Let's proceed through. Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone
Interesting.
stands at this point.
Interesting. I like how the
I don't know if I'd
vines
say
are
everyone.
doing their thing.
You talking about me?
I have a position.
That's a good one,
Yeah,
too.
your position is whichever is
Ignore him,
advantageous in
he's
that
just
moment.
talking for talking's sake. My position
let's
is the
see.
only one that matters.
Your
the princess
position
is a
isn't-
threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat
I
to
like
the
how it's
world.
threat to you, threat to
You
me.
know what you have to
And it's
do.
like, yes, the princess is a threat to you. The princess can manipulate you if she truly wants to. Which is interesting. Alright, we're
The
leaving.
interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all
There's no
anymore.
knife.
The burned out
There's no
ruins
knife.
merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the
I
fresh
haven't
smell
been
of
to this
spring growth
level
after rain,
Enough
the promise of new life in the wreckage of the
that
old.
I had forgotten
The only
there's no
furniture of
knife,
note is the crisp shell
and
of
there's
what was
just the
once a
mirror.
table.
when
A
you
pristine-
hit the third level.
Wait, this isn't right? This is supposed to be a
Isn't there?
pristine blade.
Is it
Why
this
isn't there a
like the
pristine
standard if
blade?
you hit like the end?
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
Oh shit, she still has
Well,
it.
it's not here. And if she has it,
Oh, I'm screwed.
let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her.
I am so screwed.
Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her,
I
I
see.
say you
Side with the one who has the
that
weapon. Yeah, I side
It's
with
just
the
a
one who has the
smart thing
weapon
to do.
too. Oh man.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
I like in this playthrough that I keep
Of
breaking
course we
narrator.
don't get to make a choice about the blade.
I
Every
enjoy
single
that.
time we come back here, something has to be different.
Yeah, something. The flowers. There's actual color, which is new. How do we even get down there? And the only thing I see is the mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There isn't a mirror.
And he never sees it.
I still don't get his angle here.
Yep.
Seems like whatever we do, he's always going to say it isn't there. He's either
Okay.
a liar or he doesn't hold all the cards.
No, of course
I
he
think
doesn't
we
hold all
already
the
knew it
cards.
had to be one of those.
That
So, is the
sounds-
door to the basement
wind
behind the mirror?
It's very. I like.
I promise you there
That
isn't
is
a mirror, and
soothing
there
to
isn't a
me.
door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
And I do like that you just. When you get to this point, and the narrator's like, I don't understand. You don't see anything. You approach the
You
mirror.
step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
Every time. Does
Went
not
away
work
when we
so
touched
near.
it last time. Not that this place always follows the same rules.
Oh, cheated. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you?
I like how the
Hardly
narrator's
good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
keeping so many things close to the chest.
Figures.
Narrator is, and it's like
Well,
I
seems
want
like the only way to go is forward,
to break
isn't it?
him to the point that he tells me what's going on.
Yes, that's where
There's
everything
gotta
tends
be a
to
way, like a
Let's just
dialogue
put on a good
path
face and
or a
have
tree
all
that you
that's
can do
about
to
us.
actually break him. And I mean beyond just looking into the nightmare's face. Because that definitely broke
You
him.
step through the frame of scorched
But
wood
still.
and make your way into the darkness below.
Okay.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm,
Ash,
as if the
interesting.
fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished.
Oh, that's
Yet fresh
fun.
shoots of thorny branches are already weaving
So this
themselves
is
through the soot-covered
thorn
earth
that
of the
I'm
walls
seeking
around you.
now. I'm curious what the thorn is.
Their spines point courteously down towards the
So I
basement,
guess I could have
so you're able to brush past their jagged
ended
points
it
with
with
ease,
the witch somehow.
at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the
Possibly.
way back up just yet.
I wonder
That's a
how
matter
you
for
would have
after
ended
the
it with
world's
the
been
witch.
saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but
Can you end it
practically
on the
said as
witch?
much. Yet you still want us to keep going.
That's a thought.
They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade.
I don't think
I'm sure
I
you'll
quite
manage.
trust the Thorns narrator, but okay.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
Worn down by pain and
I
suspicion.
can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
So this is definitely a... I want to figure out a way of here for good. I don't know what I meant. I never really choose to come here.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here, and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
I like how the voice sounds, that she actually sounds right.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
Okay.
You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles.
Terrible.
Space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess.
Oh.
Her bloody, trembling hands clutching a
I don't
pristine
think I quite
blade.
like this one.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No, in this case, no. Okay. Let's see. I can cut you free, but you have to give me the blade. I'll do this.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Because you are helping yourself in a way. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, then be my guest. I guess I don't have anything left to say. Fine, if you're going to be like that, have a nice... I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we just need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
Try that one.
That sounds nice. I'm
Okay.
so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
And you hurt
Her
me.
eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
This is
And I've also
sad.
hurt you.
Well, at least she admits to that part too. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
Okay.
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
Okay.
Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is.
No, of course he's not.
It does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Want to trust. Yeah. Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Can I take the blade now? Reach for the blade. Can I take the blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay. Is she actually gonna give it to me?
Okay.
Reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands,
Okay.
laying your palm on her trembling fingers.
This is actually both sorrowful and sweet.
For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort.
Okay.
But then the tension fades.
And you
Her
get
grip
the
finally
blade.
loosens and she allows you to take the weapon.
Okay.
You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin,
Leaving
leaving red
yeah.
trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
Yep. thorns are evil.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
Of course she did.
Feels like it's been so long since
Oh
we've
my
held real
gosh.
power in our hands.
Of
I
course
wonder
she
what we
gave
should
it
do
to
with
us.
it. We free her, obviously.
Yes.
It's the right thing to do.
Yes, in this case, I am
I
going
think
to
you're
free her
right.
this
She's
time.
as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really
It
stick
would
it to
stick
him
it to the
free her.
narrator, and I want to piss the narrator off.
Or-
I want to see him break.
Hear me out. We slay her right here,
Oh,
right now. She's never been so
opportunist.
helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Opportunist, I'm not gonna
That
go through with
sounds like
that.
a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
Oh, narrator, you're terrible. I'm gonna listen to Cheated.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move.
I'm gonna listen to Cheated this time.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
Yeah.
You don't count.
Oh, yeah,
And
nerd.
why shouldn't he count?
Because he's not technically
Because
part of the
he's
collective.
clearly not one of us.
I mean, he is. He actually is
That
one
doesn't
of the
matter.
group.
He's been with us the whole time. He should
He
get a
is-
say.
He is one of the group. Technically, he is
So,
one of you.
did you mean it?
Or
Or was
it?
I a fool to hand my life to you?
No, in this case, I meant it. Cut her free.
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
I like opportunist.
Oh, so you're
He's like,
suddenly
I
team
can't make a
free her.
decision.
You can't
I'll
just
go with
switch
everyone.
sides as soon as we make a decision.
I love opportunist because he's just.
I can
he's
do
just all
whatever
over
I
the
want,
place.
and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course
He's
of
just
action.
like, I'm
Let's
just gonna
free
do
this
whatever
princess.
I can to make things.
Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the
Make things
opportunity,
things.
it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while.
Does get him shut up for a while though. That's a good point.
See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions.
Oh,
Yeah,
opportunist
united.
is terrible.
But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure. We're all friends.
Yeah.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if,
Yep.
after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you?
Yep.
Still,
I'm not going to do
all it
that.
would take is a single slip of the blade.
I like how
Is that
he's
really
like
all
really
you've got?
pushing it.
Threatening us with an accidental misstep?
It's like
I
I'm gonna
expected
threaten
more
you with an
from you.
accidental misstep. No, come on.
Our blade didn't even waver when he
Oh
said
my
that.
gosh.
Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
No, you haven't, but that's okay. Blade, our grip didn't even waver. That's interesting.
The
yeah,
princess
as he
falls
loses
into
power,
your arms,
the more you
tears streaking
go
down her cheeks. I can't believe
further
you're making me
down
describe
these.
this. I hate you.
Please hate me
You
more.
actually meant it. You rescued me.
Yeah, no. I wanted kitty version, monster version. I just really hate the people who put us here. Of course I did.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do it this way.
Really? That the
Have a
same
not
thorns
Spidey
that graciously allowed
crazy
you downstairs
person for
help
once.
block your only way out. You're getting desperate, aren't you?
I like
Even
that. You're
more
getting
proof
desperate.
you can't actually do anything to stop us.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
Okay, we're going to get a few scrapes, cut through the vines, I guess.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
Pathetic showing. Interesting.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much
she
more
really
than this.
does sound so broken, and that's interesting. Cut or step? Me and my mother catch a tiger by the toe. If you always make a pay $50 every day, my mother says to pick the very best one, and that is not it. Ink, drink, a bottle, ink, bottle, spill, nice stink. Dirty, not clean, just scribble in a magazine. Okay, we're gonna cut.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle.
I like
This is
her design
unacceptable. The
this
second
time
you step
too.
out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me?
She's
What did the world
wrapped
ever do to
in
you to deserve
thorns.
this?
I don't even think she has the
It
cat
feels
tail anymore. She
so
doesn't look like she has the
good to
cat
hear you
nose
say
anymore.
that you're admitting you've lost.
So she's
We've bested
different
you at your own
from
game
the
at last.
witch.
I don't
The
care
thorn
what
is
happens
different
now.
from the witch, so
all
presumably
I've
you can
wanted.
end on the witch and not
You and the
get to the
princess
thorn.
hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance.
I think you could end on the
We've
witch and not
already
get to the
made our
thorn
decision.
in that case, and then take the witch back.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other.
Yep.
It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Okay. Sure. We're gonna go with that. Step into your freedom.
Hands
Turning over a new leaf.
clasped,
Work through
two
some
of you
issues and learn
open
to
the
trust
door
again.
and
I
step
actually
out
like that.
into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
I just like
What do you
narratives
do
like
now?
now it is the end.
Where's everything going?
Oh. She's a
Why
rose.
is it so cold?
The long quiet is unfortunately very cold. The long quiet is so cold. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
And
returns.
there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Yep. Mirror again. Okay. And I missed one of them. What did I miss? Was the hero she's gone? Where'd she go? Should we try to find her? Okay. Of course you're scared. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yeah.
It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
It's interesting how
They
in
think
this
it's
one,
bad. I'm with
on
them.
everything but the moment of clarity, they're always so terrified. It's not the end. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. So, this is all going to work out.
Somehow it will make it work
Fine.
out.
We're going places.
Oh, opportunist, you're terrible. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. As you reach forward, they are gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. And the remains you've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Okay.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. Do you...
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical.
Okay.
I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me.
Interesting.
Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Yep.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind.
Do you know...
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Okay. There's trees and stars. And there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day.
Interesting.
They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real.
Nothing.
Nothing
Okay.
is an idea that dwells in the
Interesting.
absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that,
So
nothing can't exist.
sad sounding right now. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a precious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Come on! Hadra! Come here! Come here, bug. There's a good girl. Oh, look at that. You got your jellyfish. Give me your jellyfish. Hadra, come here. Give me your jellyfish. Hadra! Give me your jellyfish. Throw it. No, not throwing it. Okay. I'll give you the butt scratches then. Let's see. Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels have one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I have a feeling he does. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
That's interesting. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Okay.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
So I only need to bring her one. Is there anything you would like me to bring
These
you?
gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The
Okay.
only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Just repeating that fact. Then I'm not going back. Let's do this.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
I have already tried waiting. That's the true. There is no waiting forever. Alright. So I'm gonna hit the I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
That's the interesting part.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. And it repeats. So I brought the cautious heart, the thorn to her. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path,
we are just going to say real quick. Yes, overwrite that save, and that is where I am going to end this. Because I'm at my limit. So, next time I play Slay the Princess, which I do not know what day that is going to be, but I think that is probably in 2 weeks or so, it's going to be the end of Slay the Princess, or at least the end of this run of Slay the Princess, and I will see how that handles, and see how that goes. And maybe I'll play more and look for more perspectives and find more potential endings. I don't know yet. There's a lot to this game, though. It is such a mind bender. So, but it's been fun. Thank you for joining me for the brief bit that I was here. Sorry for the kerfluffle with my stream starting, because that was terrible. And y'all have a great day. I will see you another day. I will see you Sunday, actually, because that's when I'm going to be streaming Celesta. I think I'm going to just straight stream Celesta every Sunday from now on. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me.